Willkommen, sehr verehrte Damen und Herren. Welcome, guys, to another stream, and today, hopefully a better one, a more successful one compared to the other days. I am very excited. Actually, the new A320 mod is installed, and I tried it out yesterday, and I must say I'm very happy with it. It's a really, really cool and well done mod. I also upgraded the stream so that we can look into the flight plan together, and I can show you exactly how we do that. And yes, I will jump between English and German as always, guys. If you watch this stream in the future, bear with me. I will talk German and English, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. Liebe Leute, auch für euch nochmal, also ich werde im Stream heute natürlich wie immer ein wenig Deutsch, ein wenig Englisch sprechen, hier und da und dort. Auf jeden Fall, was ich gemacht habe, ist, wir haben den 320-Mod jetzt installiert. Wir fliegen eine Runde von Prag nach Frankfurt und ja, ich habe auch das Lido-Briefing vorbereitet, also den Flugplan vorbereitet, dass ihr den auch sehen könnt. Die Anflugkarten kann ich euch leider nicht zeigen, das ist alles kostenpflichtig und ich habe ja selber kostenlosen Zugriff auf die Karten durch meine Firma. Und deswegen sehe ich das nicht ein, da jetzt auch noch zu investieren, aber ich werde trotzdem ein Briefing geben, sobald wir das machen können, also soweit wir das machen können. Alright guys, let's jump into it, and here we go, and we are in the game. I hope you can hear the audio properly. Let me know if you can hear the game, if you can hear me properly, and then we can basically start. So as you can see, we are, oh look at this. They updated that as well, I think, this radius thing. Oh, is that my range? Is that the range of the fuel, actually? That actually might be the range of the fuel, huh? I didn't know that. So I already set up the payload for the A320 for our flight. So what I did is I used the Lido brief. So what we have here, I can show you. So I have a Lido chart with all the fuel calculations done for this trip from Prague to Frankfurt, as you can see here. So we have a fuel here, a trip fuel of 2.2 tons basically, and a block fuel of 6.8 tons. I had to calculate it obviously to make it fit with the pounds here. So let's see, fuel wise, actually it didn't save it. Okay, so let me just check this real quick. Basically total was about 140. Okay, we needed a bit less. We had like 15k, something like this. This is something else what we need roughly. Payload, we had a bit more, so I had to adjust this, but I will have to adjust this manually. You will see in a second because the CG will not work. So yeah, this is red. Okay, what we're gonna do is here, gonna put some more weight like this. So the CG is still fine now. That's all right. Okay, A320 is selected, and we are flying from Prague. Oopsie, let's zoom in here properly. We're gonna fly from Prague. We're gonna fly about to departure runway 06. I checked the latest weather, so we can use the live weather for this stream. So we have the live weather activated, and probably it's gonna be runway. Now it says 270, so the wind has changed apparently. It might be a runway 24 departure. So let me see if I can change that. Balto 4 Alpha, because that's more likely now. So I think this is realistic. That's fine with the flight plan. That's normal. We can change that last minute. But that seems to be realistic now with this wind. 300 Abonnenten. Sehr cool. Freut mich. Kannst du Spenden anmachen? Spenden mache ich das nächste Mal hoffentlich an. Und dann schauen wir mal. Kann man Shisha rauchen, während man fliegt? Leider nein. Also ich bin persönlich auch jemand, der Shisha raucht. Das ist aber etwas, das gehört nur nach Hause oder an die entsprechende Bar. Kennst du 737 Dustin? Ja, habe ich auch schon von gehört. Was für ein Handy hast du? Ich habe ein iPhone 11 und damit filme ich auch viele Flüge. Und mache auch die meisten Fotos mit. Why don't you set up the flight plan in the game from the FMC? Momo, that's a very good idea. However, that takes a long time. And if I load the flight plan into like this, it just makes my life easier. However, I can show you in the FMC how it would work, kinda. I mean, I used the FMS a little bit of the Airbus, but yeah. Anyway, this looks good. And we will come into Frankfurt. I actually don't know. It's going to be runway 25 left, I think, here. We're planning, yes. 25 left is the planned arrival runway. Wind is currently 06512, so basically the arrival runway will be a different one. So approach, we can change the approach to ILS 07 right probably. So Zulu 07 right. And that looks alright to me. Good. Okie doke. Hey Danya, thank you so much for the subscription. And I'll press fly. And we're at the parking position, hopefully. Or did I change that? No! Oh my god, maybe we're already starting with engines running. So I might have to go back, guys, for a second. Always happens so quickly that I messed that up. Qlay, thank you very much for the subscription and welcome in the stream on our flight from Prague to Frankfurt. Guys, however, I might need to just restart that because of the parking position, because we obviously don't want to start on the runway. I wanted to do a cold and dark start basically, so bear with me for a second if I mess that up. Superkiller, ich habe dir im TikTok-Stream 70 Coins gespendet. Ja, vielen, vielen lieben Dank, Superkiller. Vielen, vielen Dank für diesen konstanten Support von dir. Ich schätze das wirklich sehr. Und das bedeutet mir wirklich auch sehr viel. Makes sense, I use the A320NEO until I upgrade the version of the game. A320NEO is fun to use. Yeah, absolutely. Ah, perfect. So we actually are at the gate position here, so that is great. And so we already have some frame drops now because I'm playing live basically. So we have the pushback available basically. And let's see where we are. So this is probably runway. Oops. See, it's lagging like crazy. I'm gonna close the briefing sheet, by the way, for you guys. Otherwise, it's not you're not gonna see anything. This looks good. So basically, runway 06, runway 24 is here. This is the taxiways across runway 12 and 30. And yes, so I already changed my my camera settings, so I can jump through here through the instruments basically, and makes my life easy. And I had a little look how to use the A320. However, guys, bear with me, I'm not a rated A320 pilot. Do not use this for real life or for practice. This is just for fun. Okay, battery switch, Master 1, Master 2, and external power, since we have some external power available. And we have to tune up the displays here. So I think we need to connect the ground power maybe. Maybe we don't have... It says on, because it says available, right? So it should be on. Is something wrong already here? Are you telling me something is wrong already? Because the IDRUs, okay. So, you know, I tried to sim like so many times and nothing has happened. Nothing was wrong. Let's see if I have to connect the ground service here actually. Electrical systems must be on, yes, okay. Okay, I don't know why exactly that is wrong here, so let's start the APU. That doesn't work either. Do you guys see this? This is a glitch or something? Do you guys know? Is this the Steam or Microsoft version? This is the Microsoft version directly. And as you can see, this is already not working. Like I cannot even connect the battery feeds here. It worked yesterday perfectly, and also here you have the external power. We should have displays or whatever. As you can hear, there's nothing that works here right now. So I really don't know why we have that issue now. So, how are we gonna solve this? I might have to restart this and see if that works. Has this been working since update? Yes. It should light up. It's not exactly. Yep. I tried it today like 3 times, guys. I was flying yesterday with the mod already. Everything was working perfectly fine, and I must say I was really happy. The mod is a real game changer so far. You have to turn the brightness up. Yes, I turned the brightness up. Aviation for Life. Actually, I already turned it up. All displays, but you can hear and see that the instrument itself basically didn't turn on, right? So let's try this again. So we go, and also wow, with the streaming, it's lagging for myself as well. See, now it's working. But here's a glitch, you saw that? Now it's... See, now it's working. I think I just have to be a bit slower with the instrument. Okay, the FMC is loaded up. Okay, great. This we don't need. We can increase the brightness of this system a little bit. The floodlights we don't really need, and that looks good. Parking brake is set. Overhead panel, we can turn up the, not so hot, we can turn up the cabin temperatures here. Also, let me just change the artist, because I don't need to hear the artist so much right now. Oh, lol, okay. Because I have the automatic guy talking. Okay, I'm gonna listen to that now. 6,000 usually. Okay. Good. So since I have the automatic guy talking to ATC, I'm gonna turn this off. Otherwise, he's gonna do everything for me here. But we will get the clearance and delivery after. So clearance already have, but we'll talk to ground after. So I can tune to ground, and then we'll talk to ground later on. So okay, display brightness is up. Happy with this so far. Master curtains, okay, for now we don't worry about those. And yeah, so you can increase the brightness here for the panels as well, so you can see more stuff. And that is basically it. So usually what we would do first is like to like a safety inspection of the flight deck itself and see whether everything is okay with the aircraft, with the systems. We will check the technical logbooks and so on. However, we're in a simulator, there's nothing much to do. We can start to align the IRSs. So the Airbus has 3, so we have like a 1 for the captain, 1 for the first officer, and the IR 3 as a backup system basically. So this is going to take like 7 minutes probably. I think it's going to say it here in the ECAM as well. Yes, it says here that it's doing something. Let me just check the ECAM lighting. We can turn up the first officer as well. Where's the ECAM lighting? I think this one here. Lower display and ECAM. Okay, turn this full bright. We have still some sunlight, so that makes it hard to see. And so I'm playing in windowed mode, by the way. That's why sometimes I keep glitching out, because when I'm in windowed mode, like right now, you don't see this on the top of my screen, and then suddenly the game gets stuck a little bit, so I have to get back out. Anyways, so IR aligning for 7 minutes, that's fine. At this moment, the aircraft looks okay. We will just turn on the lights from the outside, so we will put on the nav lights since we're connected to an EC power source. So let's check the nav and logo lights. They're on. Everything else, strobes, beacon, wing lights, landing lights, they can stay off, turn off lights. Nope, nope, nope. We don't need any of this. Overhead lighting, we can turn it on as well. And seatbelt signs can go on, smoking sign we would do when the... This is basically a switch that doesn't do anything. In the 737 we're using this as a reminder. So when the cabin basically is done with their securing of the cabin, the passengers are all seated, they will give us a signal. And once they give us a signal, we switch this non-smoking sign to auto. And once we're clear for takeoff and the cabin crew has again said they're ready for the takeoff, we will switch it to on. Right now, we'll keep it on off. Basically, we don't need it. Good. Let's check in for the ATIS again. So we have, let's do the brightness here. Okay, this is max brightness already. We can check the ATIS again. I'm not sure if I can get that again. Ah, here, there we go. Let's listen to the weather first. Hast du alles runtergeladen bekommen? Ja, hat funktioniert. Vielen Dank, Taster. Meine Mathelehrerin hat sich abonniert. Is this the Steam version? Nope, this is the Microsoft version actually. But anyway, this aircraft is a mod. So wind 026 at 17. Great, so that's a runway change actually. But we were cleared runway 24. Not sure how we're gonna do this now. Yeah. That is not realistic with the wind now on the runways. Okay. Let's see. Okay, for... Temperature 14. And dew point 10. Okay, we cannot do anything here. 3027, okay, that's what I want to hear. Okay. 3027, okay. 3027, let's tune this in the panel right quick. 3027. that looks pretty good. And we tune into QNH, and it's QNH 1025. Okay, that is good. Let's go back to the FMC here. Alright, now for the flight plan routing, we have Prague in here obviously now. There's a runway change, so basically we're gonna go for runway 06. I'm filed from runway 24 with the clearance, but I actually want to change this. So if I press runway 06, Balto 6 Echo I think would be the correct one that we would fly, so I'm gonna select Balto 6 Echo, insert that, and then we have a change. So I hope the clearance will be fixed later on. However, for now that is the best we can do. Sorry for the Lexia in between, guys. Alright, we have a route in there. We will check it obviously later when we have the IDRUs aligned. For now we're going to Frankfurt. That is looking good. Here on the data page I don't think I can do anything. So just on the init page, basically from Prague to Frankfurt we verify that's in there. And the next pages, so this is actually where some more interesting stuff will come in. So right now, guys, I'm going to tune in the briefings chart, so you should be able to see my Lido briefing now. Basically, we can check everything on this flight plan. So the flight plan, first of all, what we usually check is the OFP number. OFP number is the operational flight plan. This is number 2. So on the iPads that we usually use, so it looks exactly like this. Basically, we will check the number, whether this is 2 and correct. If there's an update to the flight plan, we see, okay, the company might send us an email and say, hey, it's now OFP 3, and we check whether this is a 3 now or number 2. Right now it's OFP 2. It's absolutely fine for me. We are flying from Prague to Frankfurt. That is fine as well. Our off-block time scheduled is in 13 minutes already. It's going to be tight. That's fine. And arrival time standard is at 19:50 local. We have a call sign in here today as well. That is Tango Charlie Papa 1709. So we'll put that in the FMC here later as well. By the way, I keep saying FMC because in debugging we use FMC. That's why. You should make the weather and time live for the settings. It's live now, actually. Yeah, that's why we had the issue. That's why they had the issue with the runway. Ich habe dich im WhatsApp-Status gestellt. Haha, vielen Dank. Good, guys. Okay, anyway, so we have all this information here. We have our estimated zero fuel weight, which is important. We have our estimated takeoff weight, which is important, because we will cross-reference these numbers later when we have the passengers on board, whether these numbers are actually correct. If we have, let's say, half the passengers, obviously our estimated takeoff weight doesn't fit anymore, and then we have to see, okay, why do we have only 65 tons instead of 68 tons? And then we say, okay, we'll have 30 passengers less. Okay, makes sense, 3 tons less, and that's good. Anyway, we have our cost index. That's basically just a number that indicates how economic the aircraft will perform. So the lower the number, basically, the slower and more fuel saving the aircraft will fly. The higher the number, the faster. Cost index of 5 is very, very low already. Ground distance is 276. That is the ground distance that is calculated basically for this route. So as you can see, we have a route via runway 06 and to runway 25 left. But that is the live weather. So let's see. We saw that Frankfurt has a different runway in use. We have to go further way around. So probably in the FMC, the ground distance will be different as well, guys. So that's what we can cross-check with this ground distance number. We have the average wind. This is basically the wind we will use for cruise to get a accurate economic cruise. And we have average average ESA deviation of plus 7 degrees Celsius. So that is just also for the performance of the aircraft, for the weather basically. Average fuel flow, 2.7 tons. Yeah, that's kind of realistic, I guess. We're flying quite low, so the CFM 56 engine that we have inside here, which is shown here as well, usually can go at a consumption of 2.3, 2.4 tons as well. Anyway, trip is to Frankfurt, 46 minutes, and we have the alternate from Munich. That's what I put in manually there. It's like 42 minutes flight time from Frankfurt to Munich, and we have the fuel for that there as well. Extra fuel, I put 17 minutes myself as well. You know, because this is a flight simulator, all things can go wrong. Why not? It costs €0. Taxi fuel out of Prague is basically a 10 minutes taxi. Usually we even get, by our company, we get a higher taxi fuel calculated. almost double basically 20 minutes. However, you never taxi 20 minutes. So I put 10 minutes in manually because that's just way more realistic. And then yeah, we come with all these numbers, we come to our total block fuel. And that is it. Usually you would assign the flight plan, not exactly here, but yeah, you could have it here. This is your list of alternates. Usually we have like a list of up to 4 alternates shown here. You can see it's Munich, planned for runway 26. We have the track from Frankfurt, it's 127, and the distance 204 nautical miles. And you have a basic routing with the arrival already in there. The estimated fuel for that, 1800, so we would say 1900 kilograms, and that's it. The minimum equipment list items here, so if there's a problem with some system on board, it will be shown here in the MAL. So basically, if some system is broken, let's say some of the comms is broken, or some panel doesn't work the way it should work, or whatever it is, it would be written in here, MAL, with a code, and we could look up in our iPad basically if we are good to take off with this issue or not. And yeah, we would just acknowledge it here. Anyway, you have the routing. So this routing we will cross-check later in here with the FMS. And that is it. We have this information additionally. So for example, weight changes. Let's say we today will have 10 passengers less, basically, yeah? So 10 times 100 kilograms, this is what we roughly can calculate. So 1,000 kilograms would be 10 passengers. Reduce our flight time by 0 minutes, and also has a small impact only on the trip. So basically on the entire flight, we would save 28 kilograms per ton less. So let's say we had another ton of passengers extra on board. Time doesn't change, the aircraft doesn't really matter, the cruise and climb performance is not really changed. However, we will use 25 kilos on top because we're heavier. Little bit different here when you see the flight level change. If we actually fly a flight level 2,000 feet below, we will fly 1 minute longer compared to the time when we fly higher. Obviously, because the higher we fly, the faster we can fly. That's basically the reason for that. Jacob's asking, are you still looking into X-Plane? I'm not sure. Currently, I'm honestly not fully sure because I cannot refund this one, and the mod here so far has been working great. So I might just actually stick with the flight simulator. Anyway, guys, so this is basically the flight plan, the most important stuff. Here you have your off-block times, your on-block times, your takeoff times come in here. This is for the OPT, so the performance calculations basically. Usually we do this on the iPads as well, and then you have the flight plan. So you have all the waypoints, you have the fuel estimated on board, you have the fuel burn estimated, you have the wind components basically, and wind shears. There's no shears reported, so basically we don't have any turbulence on that flight. The flight level, the minimum off-route altitude, so the altitude at which we would always be safe if we lose all navigation basically in that sector. And that's basically the timings from waypoint to waypoint. So estimated time 1 minute plus 3 minutes, and total time 3 plus 1 is 4, and so on and so on and so on, all the way down to the destination. And then basically you would have the no times as well afterwards. We have wind information. All the stuff, guys, we're not going to look into too much today. We have weather here as well. You can see there's some weather here. Let's zoom in there. So we have isolated embedded CBs from ground level to flight level 340. So they're all around in this area. This is not one giant cloud, it's like all around isolated. So you have maybe one here, one is here, but it's within this sector probable. So for us, there's really no significant weather en route. You have the winds. Those are the cruise winds basically. So you can see flight level 240. We're gonna cruise a bit higher at almost flight level 300. So this is our wind basically. You can see we get a 40 knot tailwind to Frankfurt. That's why it's such a fast flight. And that is basically this, guys. If you have questions, feel free to ask right now if the OPT gives you some questions. The OFP, I mean, and we can talk about it. If not, I'm gonna start putting in the numbers in here. So alternate time, basically. Alternate will be Munich, so I have to jump out here, back in here, and I'll put Munich in there. And I have to put the time inside as well. So we said, I'm not sure how the format for that is, so 0042, maybe that works. Oh wait, oopsie, it's not Munich, it's actually gonna just ask me for the fuel numbers. So, my bad. So the fuel numbers here for Munich we said is, let's say 1.9 tons and 42 minutes. So 1.9, and I'll just try 42 if that works. That doesn't work, so it's a 4-digit code, 0042. Let's try that. That also doesn't work. Let's just try the fuel. How come that doesn't work? That should be working, I think. But I cannot change it. If I can change it, that's alright. Let's see if I can adjust the time here. So basically 10 minutes extra time. That is a shame. 10. Okay, I cannot use all these. However, we have 6.6 block. That's alright for us now. Was not the most precise for that. Good. We can go to the flight plan for the routing, and we would basically now cross-check the routing itself. So we could go through the waypoints here. We have basically the waypoints with the airways, the way we should have them on the flight plan here. So we would go down to the flight plan and just cross-reference that we're flying via Baltu. We have a Baltu departure, and now it's slightly changed with these waypoints probably. Let's see. Up there, Zulus, Tonso. Yeah, this is changed now. That is fine. Fuel-wise, we should still be fine. So distance is 359er now. Obviously, we have a longer way to fly. That is a lot, actually. But, I mean, it's Frankfurt 07, right? And I'm okay with that. We have enough extra fuel to deal with this stuff. Good. At this point, you know what? Basically, ground services, we have nothing connected to the aircraft here outside. And so let's say the passengers and baggage is already on board. I don't have the animations now. Basically, we could, why not? For now, we can ask for the baggage service. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. Ah, there we go. There we go. So, baggage is on the way, guys. Beautiful. You can see these guys starting to work. And we would finish our briefings and setup here in the aircraft, of course. So, I can say goodbye for this guy. You know what? Right now, we can start our overhead flow. Let's say the briefings would be complete. We would do the route check. We would an instruments cross-check. Actually, instrument cross-check, I'm not sure if they have MFRAs here in the A320. I don't think so. We keep it in arc mode. We keep the range on... Yeah, why not? 10 miles is okay actually for the departure, so we see more. I'm gonna fly from the co-pilot side later on. But that is all right. So 6,000 feet initially, that is fine for us as well. And we have the cargo door open. Good. Let's jump in the overhead panel. And I think this is all done basically. I don't have to press anything here. This is not usable. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look. Do I have to press anything here? Flight controls, they're all on. I think basically the logic is here that nothing should show on here or off basically. So this is all good to go. Now, fuel pumps, these we have to turn on. So this all has to go away. Nice. Great. Temperature fine. Generators obviously are not connected yet. We have no bleed yet, obviously, no bleed connection. And the wing anti-ice, we don't need. The engine anti-ice, we don't need. And the prop heat is a de-ice. So it says de-ice, not anti-ice. So I think in the Airbus, it's a different system. On the Boeing, we would basically turn the window heat on now. But it's not a de-ice, it's an anti-ice window heat that we use. We don't use it to de-ice. So probably this is like an extra system here in the A320. Oh, sorry, can you turn off the flight plan? Guys, haha, my bad, sorry, thank you very much for telling me. I'm not used to having it inside, so sorry for that. There we are. As you saw before, I just turned on the pumps here. If you see and spot a mistake, let me know in the chat, I'll try to have a look. Anyway, so no anti-ice systems required, this is all good. No lights whatsoever, panel lights up. We will start the APU, so we wait 1, 2, 3 seconds. Hit start on the APU, and then we can basically check if the APU page is opened as well. So you can see the APU page is open already, no bleed, but you see it is starting now. So they did a fantastic job on the mod here. And since we're almost ready to move, now would be our off block time at this moment. That's alright, we just delayed a little bit. And APU is coming up there now. And yeah, let's jump back up there. So APU is starting, that's great. Flight controls, nothing to do, nothing to press here. You know, it is really easy actually. It's really easy. If I would fully understand everything, I would say, wow, I'm blown away, because in the 737 you do way more things. Okay, this is all good to go. This is all good to go. We need RTO auto brake. Basically, this is the max setting here, as far as I understand. Fuel is checked. This is system page for APU. It's all good. We could check the door page basically now, so we can check the doors again if you want to see how the status is. So the cargo door is still open. We can say we want to finish the door now, so baggage service should end now, and that they can start up closing the aircraft. And we'll keep it open, and APU is still just boosting up now slowly. You can see it takes some time. And the doors, let's see, doors are closed now, perfect, and we can keep it on the APU page. Okay, here nothing will be changed. The comms are basically tuned already, at least we assume this. I'm not sure if there's a brightness button here for the frequency selection, because this is just a floodlight. So if anyone knows if we can oh, okay, now it works. No idea why, maybe there was a bug or glitch, I don't know. Anyway, pedestal looks good, and I'm happy with this. So what we're gonna do is now I'm gonna take my seat on the FO side. Oops. No, I accidentally pressed 2, guys. I'm sorry for that. We don't need fuel supply anymore. Fuel lock is on road. Okay, I'm just gonna say sorry, that was a mistake. Thank you very much. We don't need it. Alright, at this moment, Captain will do a PA, and once the PA is done, because passengers are on board, we would basically do the checklist. So we would do a cockpit safety inspection checklist, and then we would do a before start checklist down to the line, so before the actual engines start. So I think we are already cleared to start engines here during the pushback, so I'm gonna do the pushback and then start the engines. However, let's see, the APU is available now, it says. It says available here as well. So if I go to the overhead panel, it doesn't let me go up there. Let me go up there, please. I have to go the long way around, that's fine. So basically, we can put the APU generator on. Aha, it's automatically connected, great. We can put the APU bleed on. You can hear it coming up. You can hear it whooshing. That's great stuff. Okay. No, I'm done with fuel. So I have selected number 2 on my keypad, but obviously for a different thing, for seating position. But at the same time, it takes it in here. So that's my bad, guys. Anyways, let's say we have the checklists completed now, and we would basically request push and start from the ground or delivery, whoever is active. So in this moment, we have ground connected. Doors are closed and passengers are seated. Checks are complete. And we would probably talk to the ground crew now and say, hey guys, we want a pushback. Are we cleared for the pushback? And they would say, yes, please set the parking brake. Parking brake is set. And then they would connect the lifter. So here we have the push truck basically, and then you can see it's connecting beautifully. Aviation for Life, kannst mich grüßen. Ja, sehr liebe Grüße an dich. Do you already have fuel? Yes, we have fuel. The stream feels like it's squished. Maybe just on my phone. I don't know. Is there a way to check the resolution size or whatever in the streaming software? Possibly. Might be some things changed. Let me check. Is it better now? It might be better. Actually, no, it might be worse now. This is the windowed mode, that's the only issue. Actually, the thing is, guys, I can really quickly change the resolution in a way, possibly. So just let me have a look at my, let me have a look. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a full windowed mode. And then probably it should be better. Does anyone else have problems with the graphics here right now? Because I'm in the windowed mode, as you can see. If I go full screen, that was just for my Lido flight plan basically, but it's alright. So guys, if you tell me please if this is better now. If not, we'll have to check. I'm not sure. Let me just check my OBS, what it's saying now. Is it better, guys? There we go. It's better. Perfect. Great. Sorry for that, guys. You know, as always, if you have issues like this, just let me know and we'll work it out. So we're pushing very, very slowly anyway. We go into the aircraft and we'll get the engine start running. So basically, I don't want you right now. Engine page, we have the eCam engine page open, great. We have this on. Let's put the beacon lights on, basically, because we're starting this, and strobes will keep them off, so no other lights. Okay, basically we have APU bleed supplying the engine starter. It should be showing here possibly. I'm not sure of the valve will basically open once we have the engine start the actual ignition here, and master number 2 on, and we'll monitor the eCam. So we can see we have N2 rotation. I'll tell you what we usually do in the 737. Usually we would start the timing now. So I would say timing, we hit the timer and see whether the ignition works. Right now we have N2 rotation. I will call out N2. Captain will check the oil pressure, and once we have oil pressure, he will say oil pressure. I'm not sure where we have the oil pressure here. Might be this one. So oil pressure, N1 rotation, and at 25% N2 we will put the fuel in. So already we have fuel inside. You can see the EGT is rising. So we have a nice engine start here on engine number 2 coming up. Great. That looks great. Beautiful. And then at the 737 at 56% N2 we will basically have a starter cutout. So the starter would cut out here automatically now when it's reaching 56%, and we will then check whether the engine parameters are stabilized. Jacob is saying, oh wait, okay, Jacob, let me just cross-check this here myself. You can hear the power transfer unit doing its job. Guys, I'm just gonna check if I'm opening this on my own iPad right now, and I will see whether the you mean it looks squished like from the format? I think I actually kinda know what you mean. From a field of view maybe. Let me see, guys. Let me see. So I'm not forcing the scaling here right now. So sorry guys, this is now basically rescaling the OBS size. So I have to readjust that, which is a bit of a pain, to be honest, but it's the only way I can see to fit the screen here properly from the resolution again. Not sure. Is this better, guys? So just let me know if this view is better for you guys, because I'm not sure if that has any impact now on the actual resolution for you guys. I mean, to me it looks good on the iPad, to be honest. So anyway, engine number 2 is stable, and we start engine number 1. And let's see how this guy is pushing us back. Very slowly but surely he's pushing us. I mean, we're good to go and do a turn here once we're hitting this taxiway here, so that's alright. You can keep pushing while we start the engines. So engine number 1 should be starting now any second. Looks good for me now, at least. Okay, that's nice to hear. And we have an engine 1 start, hopefully. You can hear the engine 1 is spooling up. Great, so far this is working much nicer. Only thing I forgot to do is I have to turn on the flight director, so we have climb pre-selected, we have the speed pre-selected, nav mode is armed. That looks fantastic. So, I mean, this is as far as so constraints we can turn on as well. I can only turn on 1, that's interesting. Let's turn on constraints here. I mean, as I said, I have a limited knowledge about the A320, I'm just starting to go into there, guys, so don't hate me for it. I'm trying my best. So, engines look quite stabilized. I think we put the starter back to norm. Oops, to norm. and then we're basically good to go. So parking brake is set. This is stabilized. Let's go to the overhead panel. The generators are automatically connected, I guess. So what we can do is we can go ahead and do our overhead flow. Basically what I see here is I have to do nothing. So if I go from left to right on the Boeing, we would crew oxygen supply. Probably turn that on. Shouldn't be showing me anything, I guess. And basically we'll do an overhead flow. We'll turn on several systems. And yeah, here we will just basically turn off the APU. So I'll put this master switch to off. Should basically turn off the APU. And yeah, I think we will do a flight control check. So let's go to the flight control display here. So flight control. So as far as I understand, we have to go into these boxes here to check whether the system is working correctly. So let's do a full left, neutral, full right, neutral, full up, neutral, full down, neutral. So the full up, actually, not sure if the full up works correctly, because you can see the other ones we actually reach the boxes here, but on full up we do not reach full up pitch. Interesting. I will work with it anyway, that's fine. So rudder works left, right and neutral. Happy with this, guys. Alright, so we can close this page. It doesn't close the system pages. Okay, I don't know what they use for takeoff. Probably they will use the engine page. We check the hydraulic systems. Nothing there to show. Okay. And then we just basically, we can check whether the APU is turning off. APU is turning off, that's great. Engine page. Okay, I think we will do the before taxi checklist. And this guy can basically finish his pushback now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit in my seating position here. If it lets me, there we go. And I'll say thank you very much for the push.
TCP-1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709 are requesting pushback time to steer the aircraft to the left.
I did not request that. No, no, please don't stop the pushback. Yeah, I have to readjust the numero. Wait, do I hear some engine failure? So I heard about this bug. Somebody else told me already before today that there's a bug that the engine just fails after start or after takeoff, and now we had an engine failure on engine number 1, which is annoying, of course. We could do a cross-bleed start, I guess. I'm not sure how that works here with the bleed switch. I have no idea how that works here with the Airbus. So let's say pushback is stopped. They can disconnect this stuff. And 2, 3. So I'm not sure if I can start the engine automatically with the crossbleed of the engine number 2 that we have already. I'm just gonna put it to starter. I'm gonna put this to off and to on. I'm not sure if that will work, but we'll see. So the push guy is gone, and we'll request the taxi once we're stabilized on the engine. However, ECAM is not telling me anything's happening there, so I will probably need to wait here for the APU in a second. Anyone else had this issue before? Or am I the only one facing this trouble? I mean, I've seen some guy talking about it already, so I think actually Jacob, you were also saying it now. So a few people have been mentioning it already. It's quite a shame, because everything else, I really must say the mod is really working nicely so far other than that. So APU bleed, we keep it off obviously because we don't have any APU bleed here right now. We can set flaps for departure anyway because we want flaps 1 for departure. That's what we forgot for the before taxi checks as well. Let's have a look at the transponder system while we're waiting for the APU. So it's on. It is, what are these modes? All, TA, okay, standby, that's great. So later on we'll turn this one to TARA, and that is basically it. Good, flap is open, APU is starting. Let's have a look from the outside. The push truck is disconnected, engine number 2 is running, APU basically is starting up right now. We will taxi to runway 06, basically we'll turn a left here, cross runway 1230, holding point runway 06. We'll take off basically north and then do a left turn towards Frankfurt. Basically just flying all the way around here to Frankfurt, and that will be it. Good, let's see if the APU is coming alive. Yeah, it's almost stabilized here, 95%. Now it's available, perfect. Let's turn the APU bleed on again. I can hear it, great. And engine number 2, starter. No idea if that works now. So at least the ECAM is back alive. You know what, guys? I might leave the APU running. I might leave the APU running for the duration of the flight. It's not gonna take that much fuel. I have extra fuel on board, but just to be on the safe side, that you know, we can always restart engines if something goes wrong. Nice. I'm next to you at 96. Nice. Welcome. Hello, my friend. Where are you flying? You want to fly with me to Frankfurt, or what's your plan? You have the Learjet, I see. Nice stuff. And we have hopefully 2 good engine starts here soon. Why is it not starting now? If it, guys, worst case, if this doesn't work now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reload the aircraft basically on the runway, because we did the pre-flight setup, right? So we did all the pre-flight setup, because right now it looks like this engine is completely dead. There's not much you can do. Where to Frankfurt? Go information with him when he takes off. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, guys. But I'm trying to fix the engine, so I might need to... This is so annoying. This is so annoying, guys. So bleeds on. There's nothing I can do about it, you guys. I really need to probably restart this aircraft. Ignition. Start lever. See if there's a before start engine startup checklist. Ignition start. Master switch on. Well, that's it. I mean, I didn't forget anything. Let's say if there's a before start checks. We can do these checklists the next time, guys. Actually, I forgot about them here. But beacon lights on. We did all the stuff that is essential, basically. MCCDU and takeoff config. It's probably a takeoff page. Yeah, we have to put it to takeoff page. As far as I know, the takeoff page will only work. Let's go performance phase, takeoff phase, and we have it on both sides. However, without running engines, nothing that we can do. There's no fuel flow. So basically, the fuel is cut off. However, if I understand correctly, fuel is not cut off. Engine number 1, this is the fuel connection. So crossfeed, I can turn the crossfeed on. It's open. I don't know if that helps. Anyone in the chat has an idea? You need to set all player, not live player. Okay. What is this one here, actually? I don't know what that button is. So, maybe it just died because of too much fuel. I can hear something when I do this stuff, but anyway, this is taking too much time. I tried one more time. N2 rotation. We check for oil pressure. We have oil pressure. There's N1 rotation. And now at this point, 25% fuel flow. We don't get fuel flow. This is literally the issue. There's no fuel flowing to the engine. Gibt es auch einen Ton, ja? There's the seatbelt sign. Okay, guys. I have to do this, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the main page. I'm going to load to the same server, so don't worry. We'll basically just select the departure runway 06 as planned. I'll take the same flight plan. We just put ourselves on the runway. Good for the takeoff. Otherwise, it's just going to take too damn long. So I'm just going to load the flight plan that I have here. And give me a second. So that is this one. So runway 06 and runway, okay, Great. I'm just gonna use this. So flight conditions, all players, live weather. Anyway, Orange 06 is confirmed. We can change the arrival later on, that's fine. Weight and balance wise, well, I'm just gonna make it heavier otherwise. So this is something what we expected before. Great. We're on runway 06, ready to depart. Great, guys, let's do this, and we'll do the before takeoff checks again. We'll check that everything is up and running properly, and then we will go there. There was an issue where you had to turn crossfeed in the right tank or something on the new update is messing with the mod. I did turn on the crossfeed actually. I did actually turn on the crossfeed to check whether we have fuel flow. But yeah, apparently fuel didn't flow. So yeah. And yes, I think I am in EU West. I should be in EU West, if you want to join. Anyway, guys, I'm excited to see what the comments of the future people who see this video are gonna say. I think they're gonna bash me for my handling of the sim. However, I mean, I try my best, guys. Honestly, I'm first of all, I'm new with this sim, and I'm also not rated for the 320. But I really try to have a nice experience with you guys. So let's sit on the first officer's side. We have the correct modes enunciated. Let's switch this one over. 1013 is the wrong QNH, so we need 10. What is this? So do we get a takeoff clearance? Cleared for takeoff. Ah, okay, we are cleared for takeoff. Great, so flight directors are on, however the QNH is completely wrong. I mean, that can't be right. Live weather, so this is correct, I guess, 1025. This is something that should be 1024, 1025. This is something we should see. Okay, we are cleared initially 6,000, I think, however, and let's check the lights again. Everything is on, strobe lights on. They're all on. This we don't need. Okay, absolutely great. Let's turn on the brightness here. Parking brake is released. Flaps are set to 1. And transponder is set to Tara. Perfect. Good to go, guys. So basically, I'm gonna turn this down so we can see the flight directors a bit better. And I'm gonna set somewhat 40% initially until we stabilized. Stabilized. Toga gas thrust is set. And we get SRS. And NAF is blue and armed. That's as far as I know, something to check. And we have forward pressure until 80 knots. 80 knots checked. Keep the center line. Wait, don't take off, I found you. Ah, okay. Well, this is a flight plan. So V1, and we will rotate somewhere at 2 to 5 to 3 degrees per second. Slowly nose up. Keep pulling the nose up. And the aircraft is good to go. Select the gear up. And we're flying. So let's see. MFRI, so the flap projection altitude here is usually 2,500 feet. So I'm going to select Command B. We're in managed nav mode. So we're retracting the flaps now. Flaps are coming in and we're climbing. Very nice. So acknowledge the handoff. Thank you very much.
118.375 DCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 170.
Okay, this looks good. Coming for you, yeah. You probably will be flying faster than me. So I'm going to climb thrust now. I think this is the climb mode. Is it correct? This is the climb thrust. Okay, great. And we contact Prague Center. Great. And once we're clear to a flight level, you would usually then do the after takeoff checks here. when everything is stabilized and we're in contact with Prague Center.
Prague Center TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er is climbing through 4,500 feet for 13,000 feet.
13,000 we're actually cleared.
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er Prague Center continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.29er.
30.29er, and actually you would acknowledge this in real life. 30.29er, let's go there, and then we have the correct setting. We were close anyway, so that's fine. And we're in nav mode. It should actually fly us to the left right now. Why is it not flying us? Now it's turning left. Okay, just a delayed turn. And we want to climb, so I'm gonna go to open climb mode and to 13,000, and I'm gonna put it in open climb. Open climb, that is checked. And basically it's gonna go on full thrust for climb mode, and it will use the managed speed for that to climb to 13,000 feet. Now we will do the after takeoff checklist. So basically, let's check the overhead panel here real quick. If it wants to, I can actually jump over from the instruments. So you can see there's a lot of traffic going on here.
Prague Center TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
I didn't.
Request flight level 320.
Okay, lights come off now.
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Expect flight level 320.
Okay, I didn't want to talk to them, so this is again because I have my buttons selected for 1, 2, 3, and so on. By the way, I'm going to start the APU just as I said, in case. Never know. I'm Air France behind you. Alright, I'll see you there. Let's see. Let's see you. What's your call sign? What's your call sign? I hope you're on the same server like me. And I mean, there's some guys down here. We had left turn, so I mean, you must be somewhere there. But yeah, man, guys, look at the graphics though. That's beautiful. Okay, 2,000 to go. Let's go to the vertical speed mode real quick, if it lets me. Close this. So vertical speed. $1,000 to go. We can increase it actually to 2,000 for now. And by pulling it, we go to the managed mode. If you push it, basically you go to Alt Hold, which is the... Oh, we don't need 2 autopilots, we just need 1 autopilot. Thank you very much. Good. This looks nice to me. I mean, I don't know how about you guys, but to me that looks good. We're flying safely. Let's put this one here to flight plan, basically phase. We're in climb phase, that's okay. Managed speed will be 320. And then we have the waypoints, so Papa Romeo 621 is the next one, that is correct, and we're basically intercepting this now on nav, so hopefully it's doing this automatic intercept there. Good. I'm trying to get my view back, but sometimes it just doesn't want me to change my view, so this is really weird to me. So if I press 2 that works, but it might as well turn on some other things. Also gonna turn up the brightness here of the things. This is fine. This is fine.
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220. Tango Charlie Papa 1709er. So 220
Climb and maintain flight
is
level
set.
220.
Then we check it here. 220
Tango
is checked, and we go to
1709er.
open climb. We can also go to managed climb. Actually, why not? Managed altitude mode. I think this will be the more economic way of climbing, and it will give us speed protection as well. So why not? It should be fine. So I'll see you there. I'll be in a 747. I don't know how to fly it, I just know how to fly the A320NEO. Well, good luck. So guys, whoever's joining, welcome. We have a nice and beautiful evening flight here to Frankfurt International Airport. Just departed out of Prague. We have much less issues now since last time compared to the original A320, so I'm happy for that. And we're actually getting there. We're getting there slightly and slowly. Still waiting for the other guys to catch up on me here. I think this is you, huh? Ed, I think that's you. And 3 Don Momo. Momo is here as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just thinking what else we can do here, so I'm gonna increase my range first of all. And usually we can set standard now, because even America, the standard pressure will be at 18,000 feet. So since we're going to 22,000 feet, I'm gonna select standard for the pressure. And yeah, let's see where we're flying. Oh, it's a short trip to Frankfurt anyways. You can see that here. Guys, I must really say there's a lot of features either I don't know about or just the Airbus doesn't have. We have rings we could select for certain waypoints. I have not seen how to select rings here. This one actually doesn't work anyways, I think. Yeah, this one doesn't work. Only the box 1 actually is usable, so I can close this one for now. Actually, request. Okay, no, this is not higher. This is only requesting the higher cruise altitude, so I cannot request further climb. That's fine for now. We'll keep it there. Mio, Seibt, hallo, servus Mio, wie geht's? Let's have a look at the FMC here. What we can do. So basically, Frankfurt distance 280. Alright, let's check the fuel. We have 10 tons of fuel. So we have a lot of fuel, and that is fine for now. Fuel flow number 1 and 2 together is 80 kilograms per minute. Well, usually we would say we have a fuel flow of 200 kilos per 5 minutes. So yeah, we're in a climb mode obviously, so we're using almost double that fuel. That's alright. Fuel flow, basically each engine is using double the amount of fuel that it would usually use in climb. We'll check that later, but that makes absolute sense. Okay, just checking for the lighting, because that's something I'm interested in. So this is the center lighting. Okay, I know on the overhead, let's check, there's some more lighting options, isn't there? This is just the integrated lights. Where's the dome light? Here. This is the bright dome light. Okay, this makes it actually quite bright. We can use the floodlight for sure. Oh, this is actually the dome light itself is just so bright. Put him to dim. And we have some lighting. That looks good. Great. As always, the struggle with the camera here. So if I press 2, that works. And now this is the office view, guys. This is actually what it usually looks like, and this is, to be honest, really realistic, especially with the haze effects and the light coming through. I mean, this looks so real. This just looks so real.
1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb maintain 300. Manage climb, so it's climbing automatically. And climb maintain flight level 300 TCP 1709er.
Climb and maintain flight level 300 TCP 1709 Tango Charlie
Beautiful,
Papa 1709er.
beautiful, beautiful. And the brightness we can increase this one. Yeah. See, the thing is, guys, also something I don't understand about Airbus. Maybe game crashed. Rip. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Ed. Yeah, it crashes for me all the time. So usually, you guys can see here on the 737 we have a magenta, like this colored flight directives. I don't understand it. Let me show you. If I turn up the brightness, how do you see the flight directives? If I have to follow flight directives, now my eyes don't see anything. This cyan and green color is impossible. I'm not sure if that's like this in real life. I can. Oh, great! I turn it off now. This is also, if this is like this in real life, if I just accidentally turn it off, and it takes like 20, 30, 40 seconds to turn back on, that is horrible. Like, no way that is normal, you know? I don't believe this what happens in real life. That would be a shocker to me. If I can also, usually you can change the displays, I guess, here. So I can switch the PFD to the ND page, but yeah, we're not gonna do this. So anyway, now on the lowest setting, now I can kinda see the flight directors, but still, if I sit like this in real life, you know, this is kind of my view. It's not so good actually. You know, it's not so good. Anyway, nice flight. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a look into the FMC for the arrival in Frankfurt, just so that we have the runway. Com2, let's see if we can tune Prague Center. I don't want to tune Prague Center. So can I not tune any like nearest airports or something? I thought there's a nearest airport function. Com3? Nope. Okay. I thought there's a function to do that actually here, that you can tune in the nearest airports. However, Destination is Frankfurt. Arrival procedure. Currently none. Good. I hope the game will not crash on me. What did we say is the... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna check the live weather on Frankfurt on my phone, because it's gonna make my life easier, and then we can have a look what we can expect. And we can also check on the flight plan what arrival we can expect, because that's the one we've planned. So basically the weather in Frankfurt right now is reported as wind 030, 13 knots, temperature 21, QNH 1024. Great. So first of all, I can pre-select my QNH, or not, if it lets me go up here. So other way down and up, 1024, and back to standard, and then now it should be pre-selected. It's pre-selected, perfect. And we're reaching flight level 300 soon. I'll keep it in the managed mode. The rate of climb was perfectly fine. You can change it to purple. How can I change it to purple? Do they in real life change this? I don't think so. I think this is green in real life, no? It's not like it's not a game. However, so Cav OK in Frankfurt, scattered clouds 3,500 forecasted. It's nothing. Good. So with the wind 03013, obviously we're gonna expect the runway 07 right for now, as per our flight plan. So oops, you have to go up like this. So ILS 07 right, X-ray or Zulu. I'm gonna go with Zulu. Thank God the game didn't crash. For the arrival, so now I'm just gonna open the you know what, I'm gonna go like this. We're leveling off at 300 now, so that's why we are basically stopping. You can hear the engines. Ah yeah, almost there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a look again in the OFP. I'm gonna turn this on for you guys. So there we go. So basically we were looking here at an arrival via Kerax to Golf 25 left. So Kerax arrival is what we need. Okay, climb maintain level 320. Thank you very much. I acknowledge that. And managed mode, it should right away. I just re-engaged that, but it works. Great. Okay, that's high enough for the cruise to Frankfurt. Back to the arrival. So Kerax to Golf arrival. I think this is fine. Gonna insert this. So if I go now to performance, and if I go to the next phase, I have the descent phase with the managed speed of 240. We can try to put a new speed in here, 250. It doesn't let me do that. I don't know if I need a star, because I don't know how to put a star. Not sure. Usually I would be able to fix or change this, I guess. However, so QNH 1025 we said is in or 24 is in Frankfurt, so 1024 is the correct one. So 1024. Temperature we have 15. Sorry, it's Prague. 21 degrees in Frankfurt. And we have a wind of 03013. Not sure why it needs the wind, and the Boeing we don't need to put that wind in here. So 03013. Transition altitude. So guys, I'm gonna use my actual real life charts now. So while we enjoy the view here, I'm gonna have a look at the... I'm gonna close this one, you can see more. Is there any other nice cameras? Let's have a look. Camera external. Smart cam. Not sure. Okay. Showcase. Okay. Showcase, I cannot do anything basically. Alright. Anything else I can do? Follow mode. There it goes. We're picking back up. We lost our aircraft in the view. So this is a nice view. So I'm gonna keep you guys in this view for a second while I have a look at the Kerax chart. So I just need to adjust the sound of the game because that's for us. 118, decimal 76. I'm just gonna turn on the game sound a little bit because it's quite loud. Back to the game. Okay, now I have to change the view here to cockpit view, otherwise it's not gonna view. Okay, and the handoff center. Yes, yes, yes. Acknowledged.
Going to 1827.6 TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
So it's center, thank you very much, hello. And I'm gonna open the chart meanwhile.
Center TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er flight level 320.
Yes, hello. And usually you would say, you know, when you do the initial call, continue to Nurgo. Okay, we're going to Nurgo, that's fine. And you should read her back as well, of course. Usually when you check in with a new center, you would say, center, hello, this is TCP 1709, maintaining flight level 320 in Mount Nurgo. And, Nurgo. And then she would say, okay, radio contact and whatever. By the way, we still had a notch of flaps in here. I didn't even realize. So let's get these flaps in. Ha! So it took us only until flight level 320 that I realized we still had a notch of flaps in there. It's a very small indication, I didn't even check. Should have done this as part of the after takeoff checks. However, I am looking at the charts right now for Karak's arrival. Karak's to Golf is what it wants. So transition for runway 07 right is what I guess, or Karak's. It said Karak's something Golf. I have a Karak's 07 Sierra as a transition. We'll have a look in, oopsie, flight plan. So these Delta Fox 644. I have Delta Fox 640, 641. Okay, it's a different arrival that I have on this chart. Okay. Destination, arrival, star. Karak's to Golf. Let me have a look if I actually have that somewhere here. So Islet Zulu 07 right. I have this chart. That's correct. Ed in the A320 Air Berlin. Ta, there you are. Hi there. Berlin Center is something I would never call in real life, of course, but sure. So Karak's to Golf. I found the Karak's to Golf arrival, so we have it. To Golf, and the Karak's to Golf is a wrong arrival actually. I don't think it's realistic.
Berlin Center TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er flight
How do I
level
change this?
320.
So if I want this
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er Berlin Center continue to Latva as
okay.
planned.
Latva as planned, okay. Probably checking where we're going now, and we're going to Latva, that's okay. And we're getting dangerously close already now to the airport. So let's have a quick look again at the flight plan. Arrival 07 right is what I want. So what I want, an ILS 07 right, ILS Zulu 07 right, star, and here we go. So Karak's to Golf, to be honest, doesn't look correct to me. The what was looks? I'll check for transition here. Transition 07 right. And this looks better. This looks better. This is the Karak 07 Sierra. So Karak 07 Sierra. Let's see if we can have that in here. Romeo Leva. Okay, 127.6.
127.6 for
Karak.
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
Never mind, I found Frankfurt. It's really beautiful. Yeah. Can we fly together? Of course, guys. You feel free to join. I'm just trying to figure out how to get there with the correct transition. So I have an RNAV transition, Karak 07 Sierra. So that is just a transition. The real star. Karak's for Bravo basically could be used. Which one? I'm just going to the charts here right now, guys, on my iPad, so I'm having a look. Because Karax to Golf is taking us basically not to the runway that we want to go to. So how are we going to find the correct one then? Karax to Romeo probably would work. So I select Karax to Romeo. Okay, okay, insert. And hopefully it works. So if I go to Radnav now, I should have the ILS frequency 07 right, 110195. I don't have to tune anything. The course is 070. I don't have to do anything with that as well. We could tune the VORs for a missed approach. So if I go for the ILS Zulu 07 right for the missed approach chart, we need Frankfurt and Fred VOR. So Frankfurt is 114.2. Let's see if that works. Yeah, so 114. Decimal 2. So okay, I'm not sure if I have to put a slash in there before. I'm just gonna put in Frankfurt and see if it accepts that. So that is basically the Fox Mike VOR. Invalid entry. I think this doesn't work. I just really think that doesn't work. So before I try forever. So next phase will be descent phase. It's managed. I'm just gonna keep it there. Why not? And I have the chart open. I will do a short brief now. We still have some time. Yeah, this looks kinda reasonable to come in for the runway. So why not? So I'm gonna brief you guys from the official chart now, but I'm gonna give you a nice review. So let me just change this here real quick. While you enjoy the nice view, but I'm gonna give you flight deck views because I think that's what we want, right? So. It doesn't let me if I press this. I have to press 2, but if I press 2 it's going to talk to ATC. But hey, what to do. Okay guys, briefing. If you're ready for brief. Okay guys, we are briefing an approach for Frankfurt International Airport. Runway 07 right is expected. We didn't get the latest weather yet. However, we had checked the weather just before, and since I'm at home I can check the weather on the phone. Weather is fine, no significant threat there. We have some slight crosswinds, so 13 knots from the left, but that should be no significant issue. Other threats into Frankfurt. It's a very busy terminal area. We'll see there will be a lot of traffic into Frankfurt, so we'll have to try to manage with the automatics, look out as much as possible while we do the approach, and comply with ATC speed restrictions as soon as possible. Other than this, I don't see any significant threats, and if I look into my charts here, there's a night curfew. Well, we don't care about the night curfew here right now. There's birds, flocks of migrating birds reported, however that will be on the ATIS and should be alright. There can be TCAS issues because of VFR traffic in the area, and yeah, there might be possible runway changes last minute for wind. Fine, that's fine for me. Guys, I'm gonna brief you for the standard arrival. Arnav runway 07 right. That is on chart 50. Sorry, it's 40-1, and it's effective from the 23rd of April 2020. The biggest flight is behind you. And yeah, don't crash into me, mate. So, as I said, it's an Arnav arrival, which is going to take us via Karax. So, if I go in here now and go to flight plan, it's going to take us in via Karax. Hopefully, where's Karax? Should be before. Where's no Karax? I put a Karax arrival in there. Am I mistaking? This is not nice. So, Itaru is the waypoints. Metro is the waypoints. I don't see any of these waypoints here. So obviously it has not taken what I wanted. So if I go in here, arrival, Karax to Romeo. Why is it not showing me the correct waypoints? Because I have them here on my chart. So we would go to Getzi from Karax. Transition, let's see if there's a transition, but there is nothing here. So ILS Zulu 07 right. Karax to Romeo. No transition. Ah, here actually, yeah, via Karax. No, that doesn't work. Karax to Romeo. I think these are the waypoints. Oh, what does it mean here? I'm not sure what that means. The Fox 644 is something I also don't see. I'm not sure what it's showing me here, guys. So Karax is there. And I cannot select any transitions, so strange. I have the real chart here, so maybe I'm just doing it wrong, or you know, not getting it properly. However, we can see we're flying via Spesa to the south. So I'm gonna take the different chart because I have a similar chart that would take us probably via this Spesa routing. So I'm gonna open the Spesa chart here real quick. Spesa, 1 Bravo possibly. No, doesn't look good, doesn't look good. I had found one initially which looked really nice, fitting for this. 07 right, no, that's not it either. Bear with me. Do you have a Discord? Yes, I have a Discord. I do have a Discord, guys. However, this is like a Patreon only Discord. I don't want to have it too crowded, and it's basically the people who want to support me a little bit extra, which I really appreciate. It's a nice, fun Discord. I have not linked it in here yet. However, if you want to find it, it's basically patreon.com/ThirdCulturePilot, and then you can find your way around there. You can just join there for basically €1 per month, so I'm not charging too much to just get in there. However, if you want to have some more benefits, it will be slightly above that. So guys, I'm literally going through all the charts. I literally need to fly a transition. There's no way around. So the Karax 07 Sierra transition, how about this one? So we're flying to Ibiza, then Inbos, then Spesa. I think I found the transition, guys. So this is the Karax, what is it? That is just the arrival transition chart, runway 07 right, Arnav. Good, I'm gonna brief that real quick, because that is the one we're actually gonna fly. And that looks much better, I guess. So, after Ibiza, we fly 27 nautical miles, track 169 to Inbos. Let's see if I can actually read that in here. So if I go to flight plan, oh, I have to go to FMC1. So flight plan, Ibiza, Inbos, that is the tracks basically here. It should be from Ibiza to Inbos, a track of 169er. I think this is your estimated fuel on board distances. It doesn't tell me anything about tracks or anything else, so I cannot do that much with this. However, I'm gonna just check the waypoints. Ibiza, then we're going to Inbos. From Inbos, we're going on track 246, 11.6 miles to Spesa. Spesa is a clearance limit for Spesa arrivals. Thereafter, we continue to Karax, which is said here. However, that doesn't make too much sense for me. So we should have the Charlie point. So sorry, that's my bad. Okay, we have Charlie here, and then via Charlie we continue to Delta Fox 635. Delta Fox 635 is there, and from Delta Fox 635 we go to Delta Fox 640, 641, 642, 643, 644, 654, 53, 52, and 51, all the way to our fix here, and that should be let's see Ropsa. So we want to come in from Ropsa. Gonna have a look here on my charts, and if we have that in here. So as I said, all the numbers going around, that seems correct. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then to Ropsa, and we have Ropsa perfectly 4,000 feet. Let's see in the ILS chart, it wants us to be at 4,000 feet at Ropsa, so that's perfect. Actually, that is correct. Great. We're getting kinda close here, so we're still at cruise. I kinda would ask them for a descent now at this point. Oh, actually, I never tuned in, that's why. See, that's my bad, and didn't remind me.
Center TCP
obviously we need to descend now.
Charlie Papa 1709er, flight level 320.
Center says descent, hopefully.
TCP-1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er center. Continue to Golf Echo Delta as planned.
Okay, as planned. And descent
TCP-1709
maintained.
Tango Charlie Papa 1709er descend and maintain flight level 200.
Okay, descent maintain level 200, and we go into the managed level change
Descend
mode.
and maintain flight level 200, TCP-1709 Tango Charlie Papa 170.
However, let's try something. So I can pre-select a higher airspeed so we can descend faster probably. So somewhere around 320 knots should be alright. Just so that we get back down a bit faster, because otherwise we're gonna end up high. So let's put maybe a bit less, so 315. So now thrust idle, that is correct. So thrust is still an auto thrust, but it's an idle. And you can see it's diving now, it's pitching down to catch up the speed. And we have the target altitude set basically for flight level 200. That is good for me. So let's go in the arc here a little bit. Yeah, so I can read on the arrival charts, on the transition arrival chart. Basically, we're clear to descend all the way to 5,000. Once we're cleared with this arrival, we can go all the way to 5,000. So we're really high at this point. We can use the speed brake. No. We can deploy the speed brakes to get even more drag and an even better descent rate. And Ed is also there. Ed, you should start your descent a bit sooner as well, otherwise we'll have an issue. Philipp, servus, willkommen, willkommen. And can you do the descent announcement? Yes, I'll do the descent announcement, guys. So, oh, wow, we're doing a real steep dive here. So let's get this back. Get this back in. And it should probably get back to normal a little bit more. And here we can put this back to managed speed mode. Good, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is your first officer speaking. A very good evening from the flight deck. As you notice, we have already started a quite steep descent down at Frankfurt International. We are expecting a slightly late arrival. This was due to problems with the simulator in the beginning of the flight. However, the weather in Frankfurt is beautiful this night, and we hopefully had a great flight with you as well. Yeah, the remaining flight time, roughly 10 to 15 minutes. We're landing towards the east, so with the sun in our back. However, you have a beautiful view on the sun on your right hand side just now. Thank you so much for choosing Third Culture Pilot Airline today. We hope you enjoyed your flight with us. Promise you a better one next time, and hope to see you on board of this aircraft very soon again. Have a fantastic evening. So guys, this was the descent PA, and we're coming in for runway 07 right currently. Fahrern, kannst du aus deinem Job rausgeworfen werden wegen Corona? Ich denke, jeder kann aus seinem Job rausgeworfen werden wegen Corona. Da bin ich natürlich auch nicht verschont von. Momentan sieht es aber nicht danach aus. Also ich mache mir auch nicht wirklich Sorgen, das muss ich wirklich sagen. Guys, I'm going to brief you for the ILS chart really quick, because we didn't brief the ILS. So, ILS runway 07 right, Zulu approach 50-5, effective 16th of July 2020. ILS DME frequency will be the India Fox Sierra Echo 110.905. So 110.905, let's have a look if we have this in the face. Performance, approach. So we have to go to RAPNAV. So 110.905, that is checked. We don't have the identifier here, but it's alright, I guess. Aerodrome elevation will be at 364, and the final approach track will be 067. Here it's 070, and in real life it's 067. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. We're still flight level 200, so we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna basically just fly still on the standard until we go below 18,000, basically. I hope this is gonna giving us some further descent. I'm not sure if I can get any more descent here right now, because she's not saying anything. There we go. What? Select another runway, of course. Hello. So QNH. Okay. Select another runway. So we want runway 07.
Stand by TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
TCP 1709
Oh my god, this is slow.
Charlie Papa 1709er, roger.
This is slow. Okay. It literally only offers me these two runways. Is there anything else you can offer me? Select another approach. There we go.
Please stand by TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
Oh.
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er, roger.
RLS 07 visual. No, we don't want anything visual. Previous page. I'm just gonna request the localizer, probably, if we can have that. Oops, sorry. No, back there. And back there. The localizer only 07 center. I don't really want center.
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er, acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah, lady, oh my god. Trying to fly here. Well, I'm gonna ask for vectors here basically. Let's see if they can do that. Oh no. Oh no, I sent...
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect VO or DME runway 25 left
This
approach
lady's
via
killing me.
Charlie Hotel Alpha
I mean, there's no
transition
way
clear
we
to
can
Charlie Hotel Alpha
come in
TCP
for runway 24 right
1709
now
Tango
at this
Charlie
altitude.
Papa 1709er.
There's no way, ma'am. So, please, request another runway for landing. Okay, this doesn't work. Okay, we have to change the other approach. So, ILS runway 07 center. Hello?
Center TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er requests destination change to Frankfurt.
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er is cleared to Foxtrot Romeo Alpha November Kilo Foxtrot Uniform Romeo Tango Mike Alpha Indian November Airport as filed. Squawk 0375.
This lady, man. Okay, so what is she giving us now? Let's see. Okay, managed speed mode. We're gonna dial it down, and we need to descend. I don't know where we're going, however, we need to descend. So let's fly the aircraft first, and you get it down to a reasonable altitude because we're very...
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er read back correct.
Wow.
Contact 11,400 feet.
Okay, speed to 50 now,
Turn right heading 075 climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
because we're going below level 100. I will tell the cabin crew guys, get ready, and I will talk to her after and request a cancel of IFR probably. I'll do a visual approach to the left and then land runway 07 right. This is what we're gonna do, guys. Your landing must be better, I'm gonna have a bad day. I'll try. So,
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er descent and maintain 4,000 feet.
yeah, we're doing this, ma'am. I don't know what she's expecting, like where she's getting us right now. I really don't know, and that's something that's annoying me because how can I manage now? So I'm gonna give it in managed mode.
TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
Okay, approach.
Contact approach on LNE 25.355.
Okay, let's talk to approach, and then I'll see what the approach is gonna tell us.
125.355
However, I really don't want to fly so fast. So the slow we can go now, the better for our descent. So let's give it something like this. Approach, hello.
Approach TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709 or 4,200 feet.
Okay.
TCP1709 Tango, Charlie Papa 1709er, you are 1 3 mile east. Maintain present heading and altitude, expect VOR DME runway, 25 left approach, by Charlie Hotel.
Okay.
Transition.
So present heading.
Charlie Hotel Alpha.
This is gonna be horrible, guys. This is gonna be horrible. Flaps 1. I'm gonna start reducing the speed because I don't know what the hell they want to do.
Altitude, expect VOR DME runway 25 left approach via Charlie Hotel Alpha, transition clear to Charlie Hotel Alpha.
So this is the placard speed. You have to be below that with flaps 1, so it's alright. So I'm present heading and direct the Charlie VOR basically. The Charlie VOR is not even in here anymore. So if I go to the FMC now, flight plan direct, let's try this Charlie direct. It should give us Charlie direct here. Charlie is 065, or is this the course for Charlie? Because it's not on here, I think. So if I zoom in and we want the VORs, I don't know where Charlie is, although I put the direct too. I want the next waypoint. Now we're crossing the field here right now, so maybe we do a right-hand circuit? I don't know.
TCP1709 Tango, Charlie Papa 1709er. Continue to Charlie Hotel Alpha turning and following heading 105.
Okay. By the way, we have the wrong Charlie, so let's try this again. So direct.
Continue to Charlie Hotel Alpha turning and following heading 105 TCP1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
So here, this is the VOR probably. Oh, what happened now? Brightness. I don't know even how I touched that. So, huh. I love how it's turning off everything just because I'm touching one of them, you know? However, why is it turning? I'm not there. I'm literally not touching it. I don't know why it's going there. So, just gonna ask her again, because the Charlie VOR should be behind us, basically.
Charlie Papa 1709er requesting vector to next waypoint.
I'm so close to canceling this and just flying the visual, guys.
TCP1709 Tango, Charlie Papa 1709er. Continue to Charlie Hotel Alpha turning and following heading 105.
Oh, she wants me to turn to that heading, I guess, then. Okay, this is so weird how she's saying. Okay, 105. Let's turn 105. Because VOR was behind us, I knew that, but... Ah, so it's taking the shortest way now. So it's gonna take the shortest way with a left-hand turn. That's fine by me then, as long as it's going there.
Continue to Charlie Hotel Alpha turning and following heading 105
we don't need two autopilots.
TCP1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
What is happening here? What is happening in this game, guys? I'm not pressing anything. You can see the mouse, right? You see the mouse and it just keeps kicking my displays off. And I'm literally not touching any buttons or anything. Gewöhnst dich auch nach einer Zeit an die Abläufe im Flugzeug oder gehst du immer wieder durch? Also in Realität, nee, ich habe mich da schon komplett dran gewöhnt. Also ich gehe da fast nichts mehr durch. Wenn ich, klar, einen anspruchsvollen Approach habe oder ein anspruchsvolles Verfahren, dann übe ich das natürlich auch nochmal zu Hause. Oder wenn ich Simulatortraining habe, aber an sich ist das alles im Kopf. So, there's Charlie Hotel Alpha, as I thought. Basically, we could use nav mode. We can use heading as well, since she's vectoring us there. And yeah, let's see what she's gonna do. I have never tried the vector mode with the flight simulator, but yeah, we'll see. So basically, runway 07 now, where we wanted to plan before. Now we're gonna fly to Charlie, which is somewhere here. I'm already slow. We can take a direct approach. You know, we can do a visual approach or whatever. But I want to see if she can actually give us a vector. We'll just try it. Bist du bereits in Frankfurt? Ich bin jetzt in Frankfurt, ja. Wir sind hier schon neben dem Flughafen, aber wir sind noch im Approach-Verfahren. And guys, this is exactly why I took so much fuel before, you know, why I planned like extra minutes, because I knew something is gonna screw up and mess up. However, our fuel right now is still 8 tons, which is beautiful. We have a fuel burn currently of, you can see it here, let's say 2.4 tons, like the standard. So that's per hour, so we have enough time. And you heard that again. You hear this? I'm just moving my head, and it did make these scrolling sounds, although I'm not touching anything. So this is the free mode basically, but it was literally making sounds when I was just looking around. No idea why. Good. We're going towards Charlie. We're basically onto Charlie now.
Approach TCP-1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709 are requesting vector to next waypoint.
TCP-1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er. Continue to Charlie Hotel Alpha turning this following heading 080.
Well, she wants 080. However, 090 is going to get us to Charlie Hotel Alpha. I guess I have really no idea what's going to happen after. Anyway, let's set up the aircraft for the landing. So we're going to select brakes for, actually no, for low. It's going to be good enough. And what else do we need? We're going to use the reverse thrust as well. Why not? Oh, see this? I thought I had put it back already before. You know, when we had the flaps. I don't know why the hell it's doing this. But no, fuel flow should be much better. I don't know what the hell is happening today, guys. I really need to go through my settings because I feel like I don't push these buttons, but something is deployed or not deployed, because you heard these scrolling sounds. I even said something is scrolling. So this might have actually been the speed brake, although I'm not touching it. But hey, who knows? Fuel flow should be much better now. So yeah, you can see that half was interesting. So how much longer until Charlie? Oh, man, that's so far away. Is she for real? Okay, I'm gonna do something non-standard, guys. So I'm gonna bug up the aircraft a bit more. Otherwise, we're gonna fly way too long. I don't know what the hell they're planning. So, gonna retract the flaps so that we get there faster. Because I don't know what they're planning with these vectors. I'm just doing this for fun to see what the sim is actually planning with me. You know. By the way, we can also turn off these lights here now. Off. It's a bit nicer for nighttime, you know. So here again now, so this is hopefully not gonna kill me if I'm gonna zoom in. I just want to reduce it. There we go. And this one is okay for me. 12 miles, 2 minutes, we'll survive. Good, 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 good. Can you dump fuel on the 737? Nope, we cannot dump fuel. There's literally no reason. We can basically almost land with our max weight. You can always drop the gear, you know, to burn more fuel, and it's gonna be quite fast. And yeah. Hast du mehr getankt liegen gestern? Ja. Why do you almost look never in the chat? Sorry guys, because I still have to get used to it. I have the chat next to me on my iPad. It's a bit weird of a setup, so I kind of try to focus on flying, but I really try to read the comments more. And since there's not that many things happening, you know, I try to read it as soon as I can, but yeah, sorry for that, guys. Oh my god, is she gonna talk to us or not? Planespotter, servus. Mir geht's gut, vielen Dank. Wir versuchen hier in Frankfurt anzukommen, dort hinten. Und wir fliegen jetzt gerade auf Vektoren von... So. And yeah, we're just trying to come in for an approach. The approach that we actually want, let's see. ILS 25 left via Charlie transition. So, I'm gonna change this here real quick as well. I hope it doesn't kill the game. If it kills the game, I'm gonna be really upset, guys. There is no Charlie Hotel Alpha transition in that sense. It doesn't exist. I can type if I like. It's not gonna do anything here because this doesn't work. It doesn't work like this. So, but so can I select none basically? Maybe. Go, 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 go. No star. I think, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask for a visual approach now. So we're gonna turn left. Oops, it's the speed. And gonna turn left here on. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, she's talking to us. Great. Great, so maybe we're actually getting there. I was just about to turn something like this for the base leg, but she's now giving it to us. So let's see if we can find Ed. Ed, are you still here? Kommst du mit dem Airbus zurecht? Ja, es geht. Also mit der FMS noch nicht hundertprozentig, aber mit den Autopiloten-Modi zumindest komme ich zurecht und die sind auch schon mal ein guter Einstieg. So, ich meine, er hat so ein billiges Ding. Mit was steuerst du? Ja, ich habe so ein billiges Teil. Also was heißt billig? Es ist ein uraltes Teil einfach und es genügt zum Spielen. Und ich bin momentan noch zufrieden damit. Irgendwann mal, wenn das hier auch alles besser ist. Also es lohnt sich auch einfach nicht, jetzt ein super Setup zu kaufen für diesen Sim, muss ich sagen. Also würde ich nicht einsehen. So, wie sieht das denn jetzt hier aus? Ja, das ist ja alles Murks auf jeden Fall. Können wir ILS aufschalten. Weil das haben wir jetzt drin für die 2.5. 2.5 left. Das sieht gut aus. Dann können wir mal gucken, ob wir damit zurechtkommen. Wieso hast du keine Livery gewählt und spielst du Multi? Ich habe noch keine Liveries runtergeladen. Ich wüsste auch gar nicht, welche ich drauf haben will, ehrlich gesagt. Einfach, weil ich ja mich so ein bisschen fernhalte von Airlines aktuell, um zu sagen, wo ich fliege. Wenn jemand Lust hat, mir eine eigene Livery zu machen für Third Culture Pilot, sehr, sehr gerne. Aber ansonsten, ja. So, mal gucken. Ich frage die jetzt einfach mal, weil ich weiß nicht, ob die irgendwas vorhat mit mir oder nicht. Upsi. 305, okay. 220. Okay, 4,000 feet anyway is the correct altitude for this approach. So I'm happy with that. And we're getting closer to the airport, what is also a nice thing. So I can see the runway. If we get one more vector, we can actually fly the approach. So let's see how that works. Standing by for the leg. Yeah, I'm gonna turn already. Flaps 1.
following heading 245.
Yeah, so this is good, guys. So basically now I can already arm the localizer to catch that for runway 25 left, and I think we already have the localizer captured because it's not armed, it's green, and we have a localizer indication here, so I think basically we are already established on the localizer. So I'm gonna tune this in range-wise, and that looks pretty good. Pretty good. And once this one comes in, from they have the glide slope indication within 1 dot, I'll also arm the approach. Right now we're just below the path, which is fine. 4,000 is the platform, so that should be okay. Warum eigentlich den Namen Third Culture Pilot? Einfach durch meinen familiären Hintergrund. Also meine Eltern sind aus Österreich und Sri Lanka und deswegen bin ich ein sogenanntes Third Culture Kid. Approach Mode ist armed. And we can see glide slope. Oh, no, no, the MDA. Okay, I'm gonna slow down even more. Flaps 2, whatever that is.
Contact Frankfurt Tower on ONE 24.855 when inbound.
Okay. Thank you. ILS MDA, so I can check that real quick on my chart, is 528. So 528 is the MDA, and that's great. So thank you very much. Okay. So tower, very good day. Gear down. Opala, that's the wrong button now. I've changed the button, so gear down. And flaps full. Landing checks down to the end. And flaps full, there we go. Somewhere like this. Cleared for the approach. Okay, the ILS indications look good. We have 30.26. Okay. Let's change. Okay. Good stuff. Runway is in sight, and we're not cleared for the approach yet, but we're configured. Completely gonna slow this aircraft a bit more. And the wind is 058 at 14. So actually, you know what? We can have a little 500 feet continue. We can have a little extra for the headwind here. So 7 knots on top of the approach speed. So I think this is pretty good. 142, something like this. Okay, we're not clear to land yet. So still waiting for the clearance. I cannot put this away as I would like. So I just hope we get the landing clearance and that's it. Let's see. Was macht wieder ein TikTok-Livestream? Mal schauen, mal schauen, mal schauen. Alright, guys. Still waiting for landing clearance. Still waiting for the landing clearance. In case of a misapproach, we will continue straight ahead 067. So it's the wrong chart here, so I set the wrong minimums actually. Too many things happening today. So minimums here will be 562, so it's not too bad. 562 is the minimum here. 562. We're reaching that anyway soon now. So now this fails of course. Clear to land. Great. We'll take that.
Clear to land runway 25 left TCP 1709 Tango Charlie Papa 1709er.
Okay, autopilot disconnect and auto throttle disconnect. That's what we do usually. I don't want to spool up. Okay, runway is in sight. Let's keep this profile basically. And what is this here? Localizer mode. Okay, fine. 1000 feet continue. We're still nicely on the profile. Lost the speed there for a second. Gonna reduce it again so we come back to the profile carefully. I'm still on 1 white, 3 red. It's okay. Can still continue here and see. I'm flying. Literally, I'm basically flying right now. I don't know why it's changing the display brightnesses here. Wow, that is so busy here now with all these displays going on and off and on and off. I'm landing without the NDs basically. Great. So keeping the nose down as much as I can. It's not that easy actually with this stick, and the speed is not that stable, but it's okay. We'll keep it there. And I'm pulling really a lot aft stick, and it's taking a lot of time to compensate for that.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Oh, there's somebody taking off here. That is scary. Okay, reverse thrust. There we go. next taxiway. And we're in Frankfurt. We survived. It wasn't butter, guys, but I mean, we survived, right? Flaps back to up. Okay, let's talk to ground here. And we have to stop here for clearance. So, taxi to the gates. Seriously, this is... I have to find out why this is turning off. Like, look at all the displays are turned off now. I didn't touch anything, and we have even the power. I have no idea where that is, guys. We'll just continue. We'll cross runway 25 center. That's what I understand. So we'll take the shortest way. And which one was the light? There we go. Do we have ground services for that? No ground services. Okay, B27. That's what I understand, okay. Actually, where do we cross? We cross from... We can stop for a second. I think we can cross from here towards the gates or straight. I guess the gates would be further right, so I'm gonna take the right-hand turn and cross. RIP landing gear, yeah. There's still a bug, guys, with the Airbus. If you check with other guys, they have the same issue. During the landing flare, the aircraft rolls automatically to the left or to the right. So you cannot do much. Like, you will lose the control of the roll. And, yeah, it will have a hard landing. There's no chance, no way around it, basically. But, yeah. So I'm turning these back up because I don't know why the hell we lost them. So we will check, obviously, the runways, if they're clear. There's a lot of traffic going on here. So we'll assume we can continue here, so I'll keep the strobes on, we're visible, and yeah, what else can we do? So I think this is the way towards the gates, so somewhere there. Okay, okay. Aviation for life, see you, goodbye. To the right here, oops, further to the right. It's quite rough. Okay, we're getting towards the gates. I'm just gonna take any parking gate really, and we'll see what we'll like, and we'll stop the aircraft there. Mo ist just behind us. Gestern sage ich nur. Gestern war es Katastrophe, heute war ja noch okay. Wir sind angekommen, wir konnten landen. Wobei wir beim Engine Start schon wieder einen Bug drin hatten und uns die Engine automatisch ausgefallen ist. Das ist natürlich ein bisschen ärgerlich, aber ich bin deutlich zufriedener heute als mit gestern. Also das kann man so stehen lassen. Das war ein witziger Flug insgesamt. Ich habe auch viel gelernt selber, was den 23 angeht. Ich würde wirklich super gerne mit euch einfach den echten Flieger, die 737 mal fliegen. Hier, this one looks good. Um euch zu zeigen, wie das ja im echten Leben mit den Proceduren auch funktioniert und so weiter und so fort. Okay. This looks like a road here. However, these guys have a bridge, so this is a parking system. I'm gonna use this one here. There we go. So, at the parking position, we have the APU running, parking brake is set. We can switch off the engine since we already have the APU running. That should be connected. This one can be turned off. Alright, then we can turn off the seatbelt signs now so that the cabin crew knows, okay, we're good to go. Engines are off. And nav lights we have on, logo lights we can keep on. Beacon light can come off now for the ground crew. The engines are spooling down, it's alright now. Strobes back to, yeah, we can put them to off here. And what else do we have? Runway lights. No, they're off. Retract, and this taxi light we also don't need. Good. Other than this, we would prepare this stuff. We would check the auto brake is back to off. The flaps are up and in the normal position. They're up. Speed brake lever is down. Parking brake is set. Transponder. So the transponder would go now to 2000 and stand by basically. So that's done. And yes, that is this. So we can secure the aircraft now basically. So I'm just gonna jump to the overhead panel. If it lets me, hello. Let me jump to the overhead panel real quick. We can basically turn off the IRSs because we don't need them anymore. That comes off. And then we can disconnect the ground power and the battery. So this stuff is all done. So external ground power is available. APU goes off. And when we leave the aircraft, guys, we would usually just switch this one off. And the battery switches off and off. I switched everything off and there's still light. Why? Why? So I guess we can turn off the pumps here. Oopsie, not this one. Bleeds. Nope. Where is it? Here. This comes back off. Everything off, 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 off. Nope. This crossfeed. Anything else we can switch off? I think that's it. And it's automatically connected to that, I guess. There we go. APU generator off. I thought the APU was pulling down. And that's the dark aircraft, guys. We have arrived in Frankfurt. And the aircraft is parked. We could have connected the bridge, I guess, but that is it. So, yep. That was a fun flight. Confusing as hell. Mo is here as well. And his lights are still on, so his engines must be running, I guess. We are parked. However, where's my enough lights? Those should be... Actually, no, we have no AC power anymore, so that's fine. Guys, okay, I'm gonna come to the main menu. What a day. What a day, really. Thanks for joining me in this wild, wild flight today. I'm gonna leave this one up, actually. It was funny. It was funny. For the first time flying 320, I think we managed all right, you know? Also, it's not like we have a perfect ATC in here. The aircraft is not perfect. I think it was okay. What do you guys think? We can have a small talk in the chat real quick. And ja. Es gab auch mal einen Bug, dass es dann gesagt hat, dass wir das Gepäck nicht finden konnten. Okay. Let's go, bro. Yeah, Momo. Schön, dass du dabei warst. Air Berlin on your bright, just vibing. Ja. Ich muss eigentlich viel Französisch lernen, aber später. Should we do a small aircraft formation? We can do that. We can do that. Mo, if you want to add me, feel free to add me. This is my name, Third Culture Pilot, so Charlie Lima Tango Romeo. Feel free to add me and we can do some flights. And why not? PMDG 707 wird sehr teuer sein. Es ist mir vollkommen egal, wie teuer diese PMDG sein wird, muss ich sagen, solange sie wenigstens funktioniert. Also der Sim war schon unfassbar teuer und das ärgert mich dann einfach nur, wenn man viel Geld bezahlt und es dann einfach nicht funktioniert. Solange es wenigstens funktioniert für viel Geld, dann beschwere ich mich nicht. Also ich hoffe, die Jungs und Mädels von PMDG machen da was Gutes draus. Und dann zahle ich dafür auch gerne, ich weiß nicht wie viel, 100 € nochmal, falls es sein muss. Yes, uploaded very good insights. I hope so, guys. I really, you know, guys, I try so hard, and I know it's sometimes a bit disappointing to see with how things don't work. So, Momo, there we go. I hope it's fine that everyone sees this here on the internet, but I think you don't mind. So, if we do a formation flight, let's see where we do that. So, if you create a group, I cannot do anything. I cannot. This might be a glitch again. So I'm gonna invite Philip here as well to the group. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. And again, I don't see you here. So I myself in West Europe, I'm online. I'm gonna select a different aircraft, of course, now. So what shall we select? Why not? This one is fast. So I'm not sure where Philip is. We have created a group. Philip is invited, let's see. And I cannot invite you here yet, but let's see about that. Ich werde mich dann Second Culture Pilot nennen. Gibt es irgendwelche Möglichkeit, dass ich benachrichtigt werde? Bezüglich was denn? Can I see my friends on the world map if I like just look around? That would be interesting. Gibt es First Culture Pilot? Klar. Eieieiei. Wisst ihr, wofür die Sterne stehen? Das weiß ich nämlich noch nicht. Sind das hier einfach Hauptstadtflughäfen? Nee, das sind keine Hauptstadtflughäfen. Oder sind das Challenges? Ich weiß es nicht. So guys, I still don't see you. You still show as disconnected here, so probably not gonna work. So anyway guys, if you want to join me for a free flight, let's go to America somewhere, because I haven't done that yet. Let's go and fly around New York. So we have it somewhere here. Nope, nope, it's Washington. Where are we? Where are we there? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? New York, Kennedy. Let's take Kennedy. I mean, Brooklyn is obviously in the city, then or close to the city, which would be here somewhere. Kennedy's gonna be so busy. Let's take this one. So I'm gonna choose this runway in Brooklyn, guys. So Charlie Golf Alpha Sierra. And I'm just gonna fly from there, and I can put Kennedy. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna fly VFR departure, and that's it. So if you want to find me, just come there. Enza, servus. Enza TCP. So guys, I'm just gonna do a real quick spin in New York, visual departure, visual landing, and then the stream will be over for today. It was a lot of fun, and if anyone wants to join, you saw where I am, feel free to come in there, and we'll just do a quick formation, but I will call it the day right after. So loading up for Brooklyn departure, runway 02. Let's see. On my way, perfekt. Gibt es die Möglichkeit, dass ich benachrichtigt werde, wenn du streamst? Im Discord wirst du benachrichtigt, und ansonsten kannst du hier beim Subscriben auch abonnieren. Dann müsstest du eigentlich die Glocke drücken können, und dann müsstest du eigentlich auch eine Benachrichtigung kriegen, sobald ich quasi veröffentliche, dass ich jetzt diesen Stream starte. Also ich habe ja immer eine Vorausbenachrichtigung für die Streams, und das müsstest du dort einsehen können. Alright guys, that looks like a nice airport. So I think we just fire the engines up. Just adjust the seating position a little bit. This is the master caution for parking brake. Oh, what is this? Pitot heat. On, left and right. Oops. I'm not sure. Pitot heat, okay. Okay, I'm not gonna spend my time searching for this heat. Oh, look at this car randomly driving over the runway. Good. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna be bothered now with this. By the way, look at this nice number here. I put that there. Anyway, there's nothing we can change in here, I guess. So we'll just do like a fun visual departure. I'm not gonna monitor the systems here too much. Aircraft wants to rotate, so we're gonna rotate slowly. Gear coming up. Wow, it's a beautiful area. Look at that. So this is probably Kennedy, that's why it's so busy. And flaps. Wie kann man nochmal in den Discord? Ihr könnt im Discord, die Glocke ist uns wieder ihr könnt im Discord beitreten, indem ihr über Patreon euch anmeldet. Das ist patreon.com/thirdculturepilot. Und da müsst ihr euch dann ein Modell aussuchen, was euch gefällt, je nachdem wie aktiv ihr sein wollt im Discord. Und könnt dann dort subscriben. Okay, we can do a visual landing here. Oopsie, why not? We don't need this one. Gonna drop the landing gear most likely already. Yep. Landing gear, thrust idle. We're really fast, but there's a long runway as I saw, so we will manage. So I'm not just not sure how to sit here. I think this is okay. So we'll do a sharp turn. I think we'll be fine. We're already at 140 knots. Need just some more thrust. And there we are. That's Kennedy, I guess. Ist das kostenlos? Nein, also man muss beim Discord mindestens 1 Euro im Monat beitragen, einfach weil ich da auch Zeit reinstecke. Ich stecke ja hier schon überall viel Zeit rein und man muss ja nicht beitreten. Ich streame ja auch umsonst auf TikTok, ich streame ja auch hier momentan auch umsonst. Deswegen ist das den Leuten vorbehalten, die ein bisschen supporten wollen. So I like this approach way more than the one with the Airbus, way more stable. I don't know, I just like the controls more of these this type of aircraft. I must say I messed up the thrust settings before in the A320, but still. Floating, holding. Nice. Gonna reconfigure real quick. Flaps coming here, and we'll do one more go round. I just spawned. Okay, I'll come to you. Why not? Whoop, center line. It's fine. I'm just gonna rotate here. Slowly and carefully, and then off we go. Look at the traffic here. Oops. And gear. Oh, they're busy here. My god. So I'm gonna fly back to the airport where I first left. And I'll try to see you there, and I'll do my last landing off today. My god, it's so busy here, it's crazy. Schade, ich werde es nicht hinkriegen, meine Eltern davon zu überzeugen. Ja, wie gesagt, ihr müsst mir auch nicht beitreten. Ihr habt ja genug Möglichkeiten, mit mir im Kontakt zu sein. Ah, hier, der ist Momo. Ihr habt ja genug Möglichkeiten, mit mir im Kontakt zu sein. Hier über YouTube, über TikTok und Instagram und Co. Deswegen macht ihr da bitte keinen Stress drin. Warum sagt ihr Don't Think? Das kann ich dir nicht sagen. Ich verstehe das hier im Simulator auch nicht. Wie gesagt, Standardflugzeug, da beschwert er sich auch mit Gear und so, wenn man ein bisschen tiefer ist, als der Sim es vielleicht mag. Das heißt aber nicht, dass der Sim damit richtig liegt. Ah, okay, Momo is probably down there, so up, gonna drop the gear, pull up warnings, that's great, and yeah, that was an overstress, obviously overstressed with the flap and the descent rate. I thought we were able to make it. I tried not to pull too hard, however, again, very sensitive there, so we were at 270 when it crashed. In my opinion, real life aircraft will survive this. We have done crazy stuff in the real life simulator just to see how capable the 737, for example, is, and it is very, very stress enduring. So I would believe every aircraft kinda is in the commercial way. So even this aircraft with 270 knots, I mean, I didn't pull like crazy. Should have been okay, I think. Anyways, Momo, you were somewhere. Let's see. Are you in the air? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There it is. There he is. Okay, let's go. Is Momo just flying towards us here? He's low. I don't know where he is. Oh, okay. You're not. Oh, I just didn't see you. That's why. I just didn't see you. Okay. Well, guys, I think this is it for today. Just gonna bring this aircraft back down for a landing here real quick, and then I'll call it a day. It's been a long one. So, gonna keep the flap configuration basically like this. for this basically small circuit. So don't think warning is slightly annoying, but it's off. And yeah, reducing the speed now. We're banking quite hard here, 45 degrees. Take the nose down to start the descent. And we will actually need to turn a bit more. We're gonna drop the flaps to full now. That's a real unusual attitude. But the aircraft can handle. Almost there. So I'm gonna close the thrust completely now because we still have some energy left. Because I want to descend a bit more. Now I can start bringing thrust back. Great. Just turned off my game, it crashed again. Yeah, I was thinking something like this happened again. Okay. One last time for today. Coming in, through 4. Oh, floating like crazy. Also the seating position is a bit bad, I must say. Didn't see too much. Good, guys, this is it. Thank you very much for today. It has been fun, it has been crazy. I really wish we would have a 737 to do some proper stuff, to be honest. But this is how it is, and yeah. Thank you so much for joining in anyways today. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it somehow as well. Visit Statue of Liberty. Well, we do this the next time, guys. For today, we're fine. Gibt es einen Bonus für Leute, die lange dabei sind? Jein, in gewisser Weise, aber nicht wirklich. I'm 16 years old. I'm looking to be a pilot someday. Do you think if I practice in Simulator 2020 it can help me? Of course! Guys, the thing is, this sim is actually, it's quite realistic from a lot of things, from the systems and instruments that do work. You can learn a lot already. I really must say that. So, yeah, why not? You will learn just perception of field, of depth. You will understand basic physics of the airplanes. It helps you guys. It really helps you. So, definitely, definitely. Thanks for the stream. Much appreciated. You are much welcome. Lupokist, oh no, I'm late. No worries, we'll do more streams in the future, guys. I know this was not the fanciest, most realistic stream that we pulled off here today, but I think we had a good time. I really hope so. Können wir eine Instagram-Gruppe erstellen, wo wir benachrichtigt werden? Jein, nein, eigentlich nicht. Möchte ich eigentlich nicht in so Gruppen sein. Ihr könnt trotzdem aber immer aktiv schauen, dass ihr bei TikTok vielleicht die Notifications anmacht. Ich habe auch heute den Stream bei TikTok angekündigt, im Stream. Und ja, ansonsten schaut auf YouTube vorbei. In der Regel versuche ich den Stream eine Stunde vorher schon live zu schalten, dass ihr reingucken könnt und warten könnt. Das müsste eigentlich auch funktionieren. Alright. Vielen lieben Dank an die Deutschen. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you soon. Have a fantastic evening, and always safe and happy landings.